what made you choose for a fusion with flamenco as starting point?
I don't think I chose it. I think it's just a matter of like, I don't play traditional flamenco. I know the basics of traditional flamenco, and I know the basics of like tango, classical music. I'm more advanced. It just came natural in my writing. The music it's got that flavor. I guess because where I grew up, it's what I feel. I don't say I'm going to write a piece and it's going to be this. I think it just happens in the style of music I play.
Wasn't it also that flamenco was actually the first music style that really struck you as an individual?
Yes.
And that clang, clong.
Exactly. Oh, definitely. Yeah.
For always.
Yeah. Flamenco is so strong that I think it's one of those musics that it will totally crush you. It's one of those musics that. That's why I understand sometimes people don't get it, because like if you go to like the deep of the flamenco hondo and the cante hondo, it's very hard, to it's not something like you put on and it's like, oh, that's pretty. It's something that is like it needs your attention, it needs your senses like to be completely there.
Yeah.
You like it or you don't like it. But for me, it's like I totally understand and I feel it.
Yeah.
I feel what it is, and then I make it my own. Like I think every artist, every writer, we all steal from one another. I mean, it's something that Stravinsky said. We all steal from each other, but the secret of making it your own, when you grab something that you like, and then you make it your own, that's what makes you different. Yeah. And that's what makes you not copying someone.
Yeah.
If you're going to copy Paco de Lucia, then I'd be like,
it is
imitating Paco.
Yeah.
But I grabbed from Paco because I work with him and I love him so much as a person, and we hung out for like 2 years together on the road. We did a lot of things. I grabbed the things that I love about him and I try to, then it becomes mine because I make it mine in my own way.
It's all about authenticity.
Exactly. And it's, as long as you make it yours, but you definitely allow to take from everybody.
Yeah. What I'm curious to know, is the essence, the main focus of flamenco itself? Can you describe?
Yeah. Well, flamenco came a long way. I mean, if you look at the history, I mean, the traveling path of the flamenco is so intense. I mean, from the Middle East all the way to Eastern Europe, from Eastern Europe, Africa, go to south of Spain and end up in a little tip. And flamenco is I wouldn't say flamenco music is Spanish music at all. Because, you go to northern Spain and they play gaitas and they play like almost Celtic music. So flamenco is a fusion as well. It's a fusion as well of Middle Eastern music, African, combined with like gypsy, maybe from Siberia or Russia, Yeah. So it is not one thing. Political things happened in Spain at the time when flamenco was totally forbidden. You couldn't play flamenco because it was like considered, first of all, like a low thing because of the gypsies and stuff. Yeah. And in the early 70s, Paco took flamenco to the level of like being respected, and he was the first guitar player that played in a concert hall.
Yeah.
And that was like a shock for the people because, he played at Teatro del Rey in Madrid, and he crossed his leg, and everybody flipped out. It was like an insult. But he sit with guitar, and he played flamenco, and that was like the breaking point of flamenco. A little bit like Astor Piazzolla, like he did it with tango. Tango was very traditional, and Astor started to improvise on the tango.
He broke the boundaries.
Oh, and they hated him for it. Yeah. And until he passed away, the people were like, "Oh, it's not tango." But you always will find those things. Probably my record is going to be like, some people are going to say, like, "Wow, Romero's playing electric guitar now." But you know what? That's what keeps, I think, the art form alive. You have to change. You have to try to do something different, not play the same way or the traditional way, because...
Well, this progress keeps it alive, of course.
Exactly.
And each art form has to develop through history, otherwise it's going to die.
I'm not saying anything wrong about the people that play traditional music.
Of course not.
I think the traditional thing should be there, but also they should be open-minded to
Yeah.
have things like evolved a
Yeah.
little bit.
You need your basics, but you also need the development
Exactly.
to keep it alive.
Exactly.
Being a very occupied musician, having to travel around the world, doing this and that all the time, may activate a form of stress. How do you cope with stress?
I have a very good pill in my bag that is like I take, and it's like really good.
It's pink and it has a rabbit on it.
Yes, it's very good, and it's not Viagra, but it's like a very good thing. No, you know what? It is stressful, especially what it does to your body.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, we just came from the States yesterday, and we were very disorientated. Then I'm going to Poland, and you travel, and traveling is very difficult physically for anybody. It puts a toll on you. You must be healthy. I don't smoke. I used to smoke. I quit 2 years ago. I try not to drink too much. I try to be healthy. Try to work out. Do some yoga. Try to have my physics in shape, so my mental will be okay. Because the mental stress of being on the road is very difficult.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to kind of like be healthy.
Yeah. Hernan, do you teach playing the guitar? You had?
No, I'm not a very good teacher, I gotta be honest with you. First of all, the time, it's like I'm rarely, like, to have a student, I feel like I will take a student, and I will commit to work on this person, but almost like a collaboration. I will take only someone that's kind of advanced. I don't take like beginners, because I don't have the patience. I don't know how to be a teacher.
Yeah.
Like I do clinics sometimes when I do tours,
Okay.
and that's something I enjoy a lot, like
Yeah.
to do a workshop or something, like have a full room of people and I do a demonstration and they ask me and I tell you. But to have like a regular thing, teaching, I'm not there.
But still, if you are teaching, can you tell me what the essence of your personal teaching methods are?
I will concentrate in like the rhythms. I think a musician should have an inner metronome.
Mm-hmm.
For instance, if I study something that is kind of difficult, I would say to slow it down, way down, and make sure that you play every note, in time and precise. Don't try to like stumble on it, and then increase it slowly.
What is the advantage of being able to play a piece very slow? Can you explain that?
Because your articulation is like very important. I like to pick every note and be very precise on the picking. Like I do the double strokes and that. If you like playing fast and you might hit a couple of notes, so that was kind of sloppy.
Yeah, but they're not all there.
No, there. Key. Play slow. Play slow when you practice, when you study.
Hernan, you perform with world-renowned musicians all over the world, but also here at the Badcuyp very soon. What's the appealing element to you to perform here at the Badcuyp?
I'm excited because I think we have an excited band. And like I said, I love playing with Rodrigo. He lives in Spain now, so we don't get a chance to play too often. So it's been a while. It's been since September that we did this tour in Greece that we were together. So I'm looking forward to have that kind of like communication with the piano. Yeah. We kind of like blend. It's very difficult for a guitar to blend with the piano.
Yeah.
Because we are in the same range. So with him it's very interesting because he listens to a lot and leaves me the space and vice versa. So it's very interesting the way we flow. Yeah. Like yesterday we did a little rehearsal. Yeah. And we haven't played in months and it just came so naturally again. Like it's one of those things that is natural. It's like it's so easy.
It must give you a feeling of being safe as well.
Absolutely.
To play together.
It's like family.
Yeah.
So
sometimes understanding without words.
Right. Sometimes you do a gig and it's like the chemistry is difficult and you have to work on the chemistry. Yeah. With Rodrigo it's super
natural.
Super easy.
Yeah, that's great. A new CD of yours is released.